Imagine surviving the initial chaos of a global EMP, only to realize that the true horror isn't the darkness, it's what emerges from it. The power is gone, society has collapsed, and now a new, terrifying threat is rising from the shadows. A mutated, fast-moving predator that hunts in the dead of night. Welcome to Shattered Horizon, the third explosive installment in Harley Tate's gripping Breaking Point series. If you love gritty, realistic survival thrillers, high-stakes tactical combat, and the sheer, unadulterated adrenaline of fighting for every breath in a world that wants you dead, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in post-apocalyptic fiction, blending the brutal logistics of grid-down survival with the heart-pounding terror of a new evolutionary nightmare. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist and their small group of survivors having secured a fragile foothold in the ruins of the old world. But just as they begin to hope for stability, the Shattered Horizon event reveals itself, a biological or environmental shift that has created apex predators capable of hunting humans with terrifying efficiency. The atmosphere is thick with the eerie silence of dead cities, the creeping dread of the coming night, and the terrifying realization that the rules of survival have just changed. Tate excels at capturing the psychological toll of constant vigilance, making every shadow, every rustle in the bushes, and every distant scream feel like a direct threat to their existence. At the core of the book's addictive appeal is its uncompromising commitment to tactical realism and the spectacular new threat trope. This isn't just about scavenging for cans of beans, it's about adapting to a world where the food chain has been rewritten. Watching the protagonist reverse-engineer defensive strategies, craft improvised weapons from scrap, and use their hard-earned military or survival skills to outsmart creatures that are faster, stronger, and smarter than anything they faced before is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat to life, making the crunch of bone, the sharp crack of a rifle, and the heavy, panicked breathing of a survivor on the run feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the tactical brilliance and the monster hunting mechanics, the soul of Breaking Point lies in its characters and the heavy burden of leadership. The protagonist isn't a lone wolf, they are the anchor for a beautifully dysfunctional, fiercely loyal found family of survivors who look to them for guidance in the face of absolute terror. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity, but the emotional anchor of the story is the brotherhood and sisterhood of the group. The audiobook format perfectly captures the weary, hardened resolve of a crew that knows the odds are against them but refuses to break, delivering a deeply grounded emotional core amidst the spectacular void of a shattered world. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. The predators launch a coordinated, massive assault on the survivor sanctuary, forcing them into a desperate, high-stakes confrontation that will decide the fate of their community. The finale is a breathtaking display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming firepower, and raw, unbridled courage. The protagonist must use every hidden trick, every overloaded trap, and every ounce of their combined experience to hold the line against an unstoppable force. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, hard-earned victory that proves humanity's will to survive is stronger than any mutation. Shattered Horizon is a triumph of the post-apocalyptic thriller genre. It is smart, gritty, and unapologetically intense. Harley Tate has crafted a milestone book that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate underdog rising to the top. Plug in your headphones, check your perimeter, and join the survivors. The horizon is shattered, but their fight for tomorrow is just beginning.